What up, crypto lovers? Happy day today. Today is Labor Day for all the workers in the world, and there's a lot of workers in the US, so that is going to affect the markets a little bit. But Bitcoin is actually having a green day. There's probably less volume going on, but that's good. Right now, honestly, it's just opportunity. I'm going to let you know how I see the markets. Really, I've been pretty dead on to things as far as analyzing this market, so we're going to keep that going. We're still waiting for the rate cut, so we're going to discuss a little bit of that, and then I'm going to share maybe some alpha that I'm sharing with that's in my Telegram group. Okay, it's a Spanish one, so I'll share with the English speakers some alpha from there, and whatever other information I can share with altcoins. We're going to take a look at some altcoins too, because altcoins is where you make your real money. And so, without further ado, let's do this. Obviously, we got to watch what's going on with Bitcoin, because what Bitcoin does, the rest of the market follows. And so the last few days, last week or so, we've dropped. Bitcoin on Sunday even dropped right here as low as 57,127. But today we got all that back. Could it be just market makers just doing what they had to do on less volume, liquidating maybe some longs, and now going the other way. Essentially, we've just been chopping since February 28th. Altcoins have been bleeding that whole time. If we can definitely see it here. Where's February? Well, since March, really, right? Yeah, February, and then March peaked out. Boom, 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 dropped. All right. And so now we, with the altcoins, we're kind of right here, just above the 200 billion mark. I think I'd like to see it go over that, but more importantly, I'd really like to see it go above this descending line, which I think eventually we will, because rate cuts are gonna start happening. There's gonna be more money in the economy, in the global system. Okay, the money supply is gonna go higher, and usually when that happens, more and more money gets into the system, the good times start happening. Okay, more people put money into risk assets, and risk assets start moving up. So right now, Bitcoin is holding on to this 58,164 area, just above it at 58,650. It would be nice to see it close above here and be back into this little channel that we've identified that Bitcoin is basically in, between 61,300 and 58,164. Right, most of the time since the 8th of August, it's been within that. Obviously, there's been some wicks below, some bodies below, some bodies above, wicks above too. All right, but for the most part, right in this little channel, and I do not really expect that to change too much. I do not see much more downside. Again, little things like this that we see here. All right, but eventually we're going to break on through and start moving up to the top of this channel, and eventually we're going to break through that channel, and I think that is going to happen after that rate cut. We are waiting for the rate cuts, and that's going to happen when the FOMC meets on the 17th and 18th. Okay, probably on the 18th, they will make the decision of how much they're gonna cut. Okay, between 25 and 50 basis points. There's going to be some data coming out on Friday, so we're going to take a look at that, and really it's just the markets are waiting for Bitcoin, crypto, waiting for that first rate cut, and I think the good times will start happening sometime after that, not necessarily that day or the next day, but sometime after that, weeks, maybe months. We're gonna have a good Q4. I still believe Bitcoin is gonna hit between 80 and 100,000 this year, and next year probably top out at 250,000 per Bitcoin, because there's going to be a lot more money in the system, guys. Okay, 2025 is going to be a very year. All right, so make sure you guys get yourselves prepared and ready. Let's take a quick look through all the stuff. The Dow Jones, the dollar, after this big drop, it is bouncing, but let's see if this is as high as it goes and it starts coming back down again, which we want to see. Nothing to report on the CME futures. Everything looks all right. Dow Jones, how do we look? Ooh, new all-time highs. NASDAQ, after this drop, looks like we're going to come back up. That's good. S&P 500 approaching new all-time highs. 2-year bond yields, just what we want to see. 10-year bond yields, a little rise in the last few days, but still, after this drop, it's doing what the dollar does, a little bounce, but could be a dead cat bounce, and it continues going down. But this is exactly what we want to see, guys. Okay, everything looks just like it should, to be honest with you. Market cap, Bitcoin dominance, sideways, looking like if we did something like this, right? Top of this little triangle is where it's at. Eventually, I think it will break out towards the upside here. Okay, let's see how close I was to this. I like to use this blue indicator. This blue line right here. Okay, yeah, pretty good, man. Yeah, so a triangle like that. All right, could see it maybe bouncing here a little bit longer and then eventually breaking up. Maybe we are going to get to 60%, maybe slightly higher. I don't know how much higher than that, to be honest. And eventually we will break down, and altcoins will have their day in the sun, and it's going to be amazing for everyone that's in altcoins. All right. Okay, okay. I discussed pretty much everything that I wanted to discuss. This is gonna be a short video. And Miggles, okay. In my Telegram group, it's in Spanish. We do share a lot of alpha. Okay, we do share a lot of alpha. So I'm going to share a little bit. We were analyzing the top 50 wallets. One guy is really good at that information, and he was just mentioning a bunch of cryptos that these top 50 wallets that hold millions and millions of Miggles also have. I've mentioned them all to you, these projects for the most part. There was one project that that I haven't mentioned, but for the most part, I'm really good at picking projects, guys. And apparently, by looking at what these $1 million accounts are holding, we see the same thing. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. But Miggles, man, let's take a look at Miggles. Miggles, I think, is going to do extremely well. Base is going to do extremely well. Remember, Base is Coinbase's network. All right, think of it like BSC, Binance Smart Chain for Binance, right? Separate entities, but essentially, right? Because Binance could die and Binance Smart Chain could continue, right? It wouldn't be good. Same thing. Coinbase could die, but Base could continue. But that there's a huge entity like Coinbase behind the Base network is good, because they can put a lot of money into it. And projects, remember, Base doesn't have a coin. Projects like Miggles are gonna explode, because meme coins are gonna be what retail, the first normies are gonna look into. They're not gonna look at projects like Trias secondarily, right? With good tech or just kind of harder to understand projects, but they will look at meme coins. And you know what? I think they're also gonna look at gaming plays. Okay, these wallets. While I was looking at what they had in there of the top 50 holders of Miggles, what I saw was missing was a lot of gaming plays, and I think people are going to miss out on that, because gaming plays have underperformed, right? The first half of the bullish part of this bullish cycle, and I think they're going to overperform the second half. Okay, and I think a lot of people are going to miss out. So make sure that you look at gaming plays. Okay, aside from Miggles, which I think might drop down to this line right here, which would be at 0.016, and I would be buying like crazy if it did. Although it could drop more, right? Like here. But it could be like just a double bottom. It could drop down a little bit and then just start consolidating below all of this whole structure right here like this, which wouldn't be out of the ordinary. All right, I would be buying like crazy, because eventually this thing is going to turn around, and sooner than later, because after that rate cut, man, I think people are going to get more bullish, and then October, November, December start happening. We could start moving up in September, right after that rate cut towards the end of September. Although, as they've been mentioning, September has been historically a bad month for crypto. That could continue. But I don't know. We'll take it day by day. I don't care to venture any guesses right now. But Miggles at a nice price right here, man. It could drop more. I think it will. And if it does, definitely one to definitely look at. Let's take a look at some gaming plays, because of those wallets, again, glaringly missing gaming plays. Creo Engine is looking very strong. Looks like it bounced off this support. Crazy how TA works, right? It's unbelievable. Bounced off the support after that long wick, and looks like we could come back down, right? That's definitely seeable. I mean, it's like today's the 2nd of September, guys, so we still have some time. We still have a few weeks, maybe a couple of weeks, 16 days before the rate cut decision, and then maybe another week or two before things start moving up, okay, so we still have some time to position yourselves. Those that are already tapped out, don't have any more, hold on, it's gonna get really, really good. Creo is one to look at, man. Creo Engine, lots of different games. 0.033. It doesn't look like it wants to drop below this. Could this hit $1 or more? Yes. Soonverse, also one that's looking strong. Now, that's interesting. These last 2 days, after finally making these attempts, it looks like we failed to get over this, and now it does look like we're dropping. Let's see how low we go. Hopefully this area where it's at 0.054 is held as support. If not, I could see us dropping more. Okay, maybe even as low as this line down here, 0.003. Let's see. But either way, that would still be higher low, right? Low, higher, low, higher, low, and eventually I think this thing does come up here and much higher. Can Soonverse get to $1? Yes. And another one that's holding on pretty strong right now. Sinverse at 0.003, again, $2,000 to get a million of these things, and again, fundamentally strong. Gaming play, easy to understand. The game that they have, there's only one game on this one. This is the Sinverse game. They're coming out with 3.0. They're always updating it, making it better. Just think of Grand Theft Auto for crypto, a crypto version of Grand Theft Auto. All right, you should definitely check that out. And what else? Nakamoto Games is also another one. This one is a much higher market cap compared to the other ones, but I think this one is going to do extremely well. Look at this big pump, and now it's giving back about half, which is fine. 86 cents, under $1. It could pump. That'd be another one to definitely take a look at. And that's pretty much as far as gaming plays, what I like to take a look at. And I think we're gonna leave it there, guys. Rio is at an interesting spot too. Could it be that we lose this? We haven't done it before, right? I've mentioned to you, every time that we've hit this line, we've bounced. Oh, actually, we have done it right here a little bit. We could do something like this. Last time, it just bounced quickly. But that was when, in October 2023, so different times. So maybe we do kind of play around here for a little bit. But I don't know that we go much below that, to be honest with you. 40 cents, I'd be shocked. 67 cents, I think so. Look at this area right here. There would be strong support right here at around the 60-cent mark too. Okay, so I mean, maybe right here and then come back up and then start going parabolic eventually with like the rest of the market. Cool, that's what I want to take a look at, guys. That's what I want to show you. 58,600. Let's see if we hold on to this area. I would like to see us close above 58,164 really quickly. Let's see how the week looks, okay? And then we'll take a look at the monthly, and then we're out of here. Okay, 2 weeks ago, the week of 19th of August, made some gains. Last week, we got them all back. Just sideways, man. Just sideways chop. Okay, basically getting rid of longs, liquidating longs and shorts. That's what that is, basically. Okay, I don't think we lose this area. If we lose it, we don't lose it by much, and we come right back in. Okay, from here is I think where we're gonna blast off from, somewhere around here between 69 and 58,000, guys. Okay, what does the month look like? Because we just closed the month too. Green, red month. Okay, red month. Interesting. Let's see if this month turns out to be green, or if it's red, or if it just another red month. But really, so far, for it to be a green month, we just have to be above 59,000. What is it? Let's say just above 60,000. All right, just above 60,000. It'll be a green month. So let's see how this month closes. We got a long month to go. So let's see what happens. Although this year has been flying by, man, it's unbelievable. Look at all this. Where's just January? This was January. No, right here. 24 right here. This was all 2023, and this is 24. January right here. Basically sideways. Since, again, February, basically all year, just sideways. Unbelievable, huh? All right, cool. Leave it there. Guys, if you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and all that stuff helps. With all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.